Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you've all got time because today I'll be showing you how to install the Ultimate Apocalypse mod for Dawn of War Soulstorm. This is a large file with a lot of other additional files I need to install to make it work. So sit down, get your drinks ready and be prepared. Okay, so what are we going to need to make this work? Well, first of all, we're going to need the base mod Ultimate Apocalypse for Dawn of War Soulstorm. You can download that here. There'll be a link in the description for everything I'm going to show you today, so you don't need to go and find it yourself. Second of all, you're going to need the patch for Ultimate Apocalypse. They release them not too regularly, but this is the most recent one so far. Third, you're going to want to download the Tyrannid mod. This is a separate faction for Soulstorm, and it does work as a separate mod, but it is an important component to Ultimate Apocalypse. Fourth, you're going to need the Inquisition Demon Hunters Dreadnought mod, which isn't hosted on ModDB. There is a link for on ModDB, but you don't need to worry about that. Link in the description where to find it. Fifth, you're going to need to download the Chaos Demons mod for Soulstorm. This is a add-on to the Chaos faction. It'll add all the things like Demonettes and the Demon Lords themselves. A lot of new structures there, and you can see it also works as a separate mod, just like the Tyrannids. You can play around with that. Now this is another add-on component for Ultimate Apocalypse, but it's crucial for the Demons mod. Again, it's not hosted on ModDB. There is a link, and you'll need to download that here as well. And finally, this is an interesting thing. You don't need this, but I do recommend you download it. It's the Nightcore executable. It's a add-on for Soulstorm as a whole. It helps prevent crashing. Now, the reason I say you don't need this is, of course, if you're running a powerful PC, it shouldn't matter. But if you want to play online with someone else and they have this mod and you don't, you will need to download and install that as well. So, let's get to installing. Right, now if all those downloaded correctly, they will appear in your Downloads folder on your hard drive. Now as you can see here, most of these files are packaged in zip or RAR files. Now if you watched any of my previous videos, you will know that I explained a little bit about this, but just to reiterate, you are going to need WinRAR or 7-zip in order to unzip these files. There will be a link in the description of where to download that as well. It's completely free software and you don't have to buy anything, so don't listen to any of that if it comes up on the screen. Alright, now first of all, we're going to go ahead and launch the Ultimate Apocalypse installer. Now this is crucial because it will give you a list of all the components you will need to download, as well as links, just like I'm going to give in the description for this video, of where to find them. Now, you're going to want to install all of these before you finish installing this, so we can just put that to the side for now. Okay, so let's start with the Tyrannids mod. And click next to that, next again. Now here you're going to have to go and find the proper folder. I've got the Steam version, and it's going to try and find it without using the Steam version, which is not what we want. You want to go into Computer, your program files, x86, you want to go down to Steam. Where is it? There it is. You go to Steam Apps, Common, and go find Dawn of War Soulstorm. Select OK for that. And then just proceed with installing. Now this is going to take a while, but it's not a large file like the base mod. Okay, now that that's finished, you should be able to launch the control panel for the AI. Just give it a second. Now this will be able to determine a lot of the things that the AI will react to and how difficult they will be in the game. I generally just leave it as it is, but as you can see, the kind of delay you'll have before they attack, and it will have them for all the different difficulties as well. So I'm just going to leave that as it is. I've never had any problems with it. Okay, now you just want to go and make sure that it's installed correctly. I've gone into the same place I placed the mod, local disk, program files, x86, Steam, Steam apps, common, Dawn of War, Soulstorm, and you should see, where is it? Tyranids file, all the way here, and it should have the activator. There it is, and the ability to uninstall it, as well as the AI control panel. So now that that's installed correctly, we'll get on with the next one. So next, we're going to do the Demons mod. We're going to extract it here. That's what I like to do at any rate. And this will come in a straight up file. There won't be an automatic installer for you. You'll have to place it manually. But it'll just be as simple as before when we told the Tyranid mod where to place itself, except we'll just be placing it there ourselves now. Okay, that's almost done. You can see here it's unpacked the mod file itself and the activator for the mod. You're going to want to cut both of those. And if you've still got this folder open, paste straight into there. If it asks you to overwrite anything, go ahead and do that. It hasn't asked me this time. Okay, next we're going to install the Objective Points mod, which is a crucial component of the Demons mod. I'm going to extract the files here. As you can see, it comes with an activator and a mod file itself. We're going to cut those, paste them into our Soulstorm directory. If it, as I said before, if it asks you to overwrite, make sure you overwrite. Move and replace. Do that for all conflicts. Alright, you can see that it's all in there now. The activators are all in there as well. Now let's go install the next one. Okay, so the last piece we're going to install before we install Ultimate Apocalypse is the Inquisition Dreadnought mod. Same as before, extract the files here. And you can see here it's also added another Objective Points mod. Not exactly necessary, not exactly sure why it includes that, but it doesn't really matter. By placing them in your Soulstorm directory, it won't compromise anything. Again, overwrite any conflicts. And they're all in there now with the rest of their pals. Okay, now that we've finished installing those components, we can go ahead and finish installing Ultimate Apocalypse. Select yes to the agreement. Now, just like before, it's going to ask you to find the right folder for your game. Computer, local disk, program files, Steam, Steam apps, common, Dawn of War, Soulstorm. Select OK to that. Now we can press on and start the extraction. Now this one is going to take a while since it is a rather large file. Now unfortunately I wasn't able to show you what exactly happened at the end of that section, but all you need to do is finish up the install and it will ask you to restart your computer to make sure the installation completes properly. Go ahead and do that, and you'll see here in this file the Ultimate Apocalypse pieces are all installed and ready to run. Okay, now that we've installed all the mod components, we are able to extract the patch and install that. It'll also contain a patch for the Tyranids section of the mod. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy these 4 components, cut them, and paste them into the Dawn of War files. Overwrite everything that it asks. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the patch installing. A lot of conflict files here. Just replace all of those, it doesn't matter. And there it is. Everything is now installed. We can now run the mod as it was intended. Okay, last thing before we start up the game to test it out, I'm going to show you the Nightcore executable that will prevent crashing. Now here it comes with a regular one and the crash prevention one. Now you don't need to install this mod, especially if you're only playing this by yourself. However, if you are playing online, check with your friends first to see if they have this mod installed and sort that out between you. So you just want to cut and paste, move and replace, and it'll be there ready to launch the game through Steam or through the regular files. If you want to uninstall the executable, then all you have to do is copy and paste the basic version straight into your Soulstorm files. Okay, so let's go ahead and launch Soulstorm now to test out the mod. Now, if your game is loaded correctly, you should see the changes taking effect immediately. The whole background is different, the whole menu system is different, the sounds are different, even the models are different. I do recommend checking out the Army Painter, seeing all the new models they've added, which are absolutely awesome. If the game did not load properly for you, and you are still in the basic Dawn of War Soulstorm, then head into Game Manager, find Ultimate Apocalypse with Tyranids, and activate that mod. Obviously it hasn't done anything here because the mod is already activated, but that should sort you out right and proper. Okay, so thanks for joining me, thanks for your patience. Please like, favourite and subscribe for more mod videos, tutorials and gameplay coming soon.